Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for the Invincible Iron Man issue 594. And I really like this issue. They did a good job of moving forward what's going on with both Riri and Doctor Doom. So the issue starts off focusing more on Riri, her and Amanda and Mary Jane pretty much trying to come to grips with what's going on with Tony Stark, the AI trying to get in contact with Victor Von Doom to help and being snarky and listing off all these emails and everything. And as they are, somebody's standing in front of him. And he's pretty much saying that he is a representative of the board and says that they are not part of the company and need to vacate the premises and that Riri needs to give up her armor. And she's like, no, I'm going to disengage from this. And she's like, what are you going to do to? Oh. And then, of course, AI Tony's like, well, this is David Bond, codenamed Hijack. He was with Scott Summers' counterterrorism mutant corps, and he can hijack any kind of vehicle. So she's like, yeah, I'm just going to kind of get out of here. So he's got vehicles on the ground, but then, of course, he's got these cloaked helicopter kind of things, and she's like, oh, crap. And she's trying to see if AI Tony can, like, go in and kind of mess with him, but he can't while David's under control of them. And Riri's kind of like, oh crap, how she doesn't really want to make a scene, so her hands are kind of tied a little bit at first, though she keeps going and is eventually able to get to like the limit of his controls of the vehicles and is able to work out a plan with Mary Jane and Amanda where Mary Jane Watson goes up to him and like, oh, you're controlling those things? Yeah. Oh, I know you. And then she maces him. He's like, oh, I'm a fan. Crap. And Amanda comes and smacks the crap out of him. And he loses control of everything. And they're able to continue on and get out of that kind of situation. It was just really kind of cool to see Riri work with Mary Jane and Amanda to kind of help her deal with this kind of superpowered threat. Because she was able to like mess around with the helicopters while they were at the kind of limit of David's control. But I know that it's kind of a sticky situation. It's like, well, he's not really a villain doing anything completely bad, but he is kind of threatening us and my people. So kind of have to figure out how to deal with that in a way that doesn't completely burn bridges. So while this is going on, we see that Doctor Doom is able to track down one of the villains that had escaped and is trying to pump him for information. But of course, right as he does, we find out that the rest of the villains are there pretty much to whoop Doctor Doom's ass. And they don't completely whoop his ass, but he gets put into a situation that he was really on the back foot. They got a lot of different kind of supervillains at play and are kind of able to kind of negate his teleportation spells. And the Wrecker is the one that's kind of orchestrating this and is able to like smack off his face mask, and we see, of course, the cool, like, the new visage of Doctor Doom, the fixed one, and everybody's like, I thought he had a Deadpool face, and they did a good job with this joke, how Doctor Doom is able to use, like, a unibeam and escape and fly off, and they're like, I'm disappointed that he didn't have a Deadpool face. That was a pretty good joke. I really liked how they were going with that, and just everybody's like, well, I thought he would have at least a Deadpool face, or maybe even worse, no face. No, having no face is preferable to having a Deadpool face. But they're starting to click to it, and they're like, wait a minute, he rolled that Myria. He's got money and stuff. And they're like, yeah, I thought we were going to kill him, though, after we take everything he's got. So we're going to do that, and maybe then we'll give him that Deadpool face. So that is where Doctor Doom is, and of course, I really like how they're doing this in this like arc featuring Riri and Doctor Doom. They've split up the art style of Riri's usual art, and then Doctor Doom having his art from his comic book. It's really well done how it goes from Riri to Doctor Doom, and I just like the differences, and I can't wait to see what happens when they get together. And if they kind of try and pay homages to the different art styles that each artist uses. So we end off the issue with, of course, a hostile takeover attempt by the board of Stark Industries. And, of course, Amanda gets in there. And she's like, this isn't happening. Tony's missing, and you guys aren't doing anything about it. Pretty much pulls out a guitar and starts beating the head guy with it, and like showing the battle scars on the guitar that she's beaten other rock people for messing with her. That was a pretty cool moment for her. And really encapsulated kind of the powerlessness she kind of feels now, I think, since understanding that Tony's her son and how he gets into situations that his normal friends and normal people around him can't really help out with in certain instances. So how can she kind of help with this hostile takeover? Pretty much vent her rage by beating the crap out of the dude trying to do it with her guitar and him threatening to arrest her. She's like, listen, I'm a kind of famous old rock star lady and a former agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. The worst they can do is deport me, and I hate it here anyway. I was just like, she doesn't have anything really else to lose. And of course she's like, I think I might have pulled something. And Mary Jane's like, that was kind of awesome, but you kind of have to chill. And she's like, I need to find my son. I know that he needs his mother. And then of course we see at the end shot the person in the armor, the original armor that we'd seen before. And that's a cool thing. I'm really waiting to see what's going on. Now, I'm not throwing off the theory that the AI Tony could possibly be involved, because we know that AI can potentially copy themselves or break up parts of themselves to do things that we as normal people would be like, oh yeah, there's multitasking, but then there's like creating clones of yourself to do other tasks or split off processes to do things that the main one wouldn't have any knowledge about, or it would and decide to keep it from people. So I don't know if that AI Tony's involved, and I can't wait to see what they're doing with Tony's body and who this person is inside this armor. And I don't mind that it's going at a kind of slow burn, and if it takes like months or whatnot, I think I hope they don't drag it out too long, but I kind of like the pace that they're setting so far. Showing Riri kind of trying to deal with the situation, trying to deal with the board of directors, Victor Von Doom kind of dealing with his situation with all of the villains, and I can't wait to see where all this kind of combines and how it's going to head off. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.